So today I thought I'm going to do the controversial parenting tag. So basically it's just a heap of topics that I've got written down here, and I'm gonna let you know what my opinion is. But just a disclaimer, this is my opinion only, nobody else's opinion. We each have our own opinions, and that's okay. So before anybody gets offended or annoyed with my opinions, remember that they're mine. Hopefully I don't have to stop and start this video. I've just put Olivia to bed, and I hope she stays in bed, so we'll see how we go. So the first topic that I've got is baby wearing. I'm not really sure why this one is on the list anyway, because I personally don't see anything wrong with baby wearing. I wear Olivia all the time, as long as the baby's obviously in the correct position and in the correct carrier, because I know you have to have like different carriers for different weights and stuff, or whatever. But I had the Ergo, I think it was called Ergo baby wrap, and Olivia was in that all the time, and I know that with this second baby I'm going to be using them all the time as well, because it's just so convenient. The second topic I've got is adoption. I'm not really sure why adoption is on the list as well. I reckon adoption's amazing. I'm all for it. I would love to adopt. It's so hard to adopt in Australia though. The procedures can take, I don't know, 6 months to 2 years sometimes. There's obviously so many kids that need adopting, but yeah, it's just so hard to adopt. And it's so expensive as well, so it's not really an option at all. Body piercings. I'm just going to assume that this is like body piercings on children or babies, because obviously I've got body piercings on myself, but I personally, again this is my opinion, I personally don't agree with it. I would never get Olivia's ears pierced until she's old enough to ask me. I think it's cruel to get a little baby's ears pierced. Oh, I thought she was getting out of bed. She is getting out of bed. I think it's cruel for a baby to get their ears pierced. So I personally wouldn't do it, but each to their own. You do you, I do me. She's not gonna go to sleep. That's all right. Number 4 is breastfeeding or formula feeding. Obviously I'm all for breastfeeding. It's better for the baby, better for you, but if you can't breastfeed, then what are you going to do? You have to bottle feed. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with bottle feeding. I stopped breastfeeding Olivia at 8 weeks, and then she was formula. Okay, I'm going to have to go and put her back in bed, and then I'll come back and finish the rest after. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. She's not cooperating very well, but that's fine, we'll roll with it. Yeah, breast or bottle. So yeah, I'm not against either. I think they're both great. So you kind of just do what you've got to do. Some mums can't breastfeed, so they have to bottle feed. You got to feed your baby one way or another, so yeah. Number 5 is spanking. I don't disagree with spanking. Like, I give Olivia smacks on the hands when she's naughty. She usually just laughs at me. But I was spanked growing up. There's a complete difference between spanking and hitting and abusing your child, and it's pretty obvious when you're abusing your child and pretty obvious when you're spanking your child. So as a form of punishment, yeah, I don't disagree with it. Like, some children are really naughty and need the extra form of punishment. So, you know, as a parent, you've just got to do what you feel is right at the time. And sometimes I do smack Olivia's hand, and that's what's right at the time. So yeah, I'm not against it at all. The cry it out method. I'm against the crying it out method, but I am all for the what's the word? What's it called? Control crying. I'm all for control crying. I control cried with Olivia. She's a really good sleeper. She hasn't always been, but because of the controlled crying, she's been really good. Obviously, when you let your newborn baby just cry and cry and cry, I don't agree with it. As a newborn baby, they need your comfort, they want your cuddles, so leaving them to cry is just kind of sad, but the controlled crying is fine to do, in my opinion. You got to do what you got to do. Co-sleeping, okay, I am so, like, this is so touchy, this conversation we're going to have right now, but I am so against co-sleeping. I don't agree with it. I don't like it at all. It's so dangerous. Some people are so all for it, and you know what, that's fine. You do you. It's your baby, your own opinion, but I would never co-sleep with my child. I've done it, I think, twice with Olivia, and I wish I never did. Obviously nothing bad happened, but I wouldn't do it. Having the baby in your own room, in their own little sleeping area, in their cot, in their bassinet, that's good. We did that with Olivia, but I would never have the baby in bed with me. Like, I just don't trust myself. Like, I'm a pretty, Dylan, my husband, is a really heavy sleeper. I'm pretty sure he'll just like roll over and not realize that he's rolled onto our child. So I just wouldn't trust it. She's just playing in her bed now. She'll be right. Medicating your children. I give Olivia Panadol and Nurofen. Not often. She probably only has it once or twice a month. Yeah, maybe if that. Or if she's sick, she'll have it. But I wouldn't just give it to her just because. I wouldn't give it to her to sleep better. I would purposely try not to give it to her any more than like twice a week. If she's sick, like if she's got a really bad cold, I'll give it to her just when I need to, because I don't really want her to have it. I don't usually take any form of medication at all. I don't take Panadol or Nurofen or anything like that. I never have. So when I do have a headache and I do take Nurofen, obviously not now, I'm pregnant, but when I wasn't pregnant and I did take Nurofen, I would be so like drowsy and yuck because I don't take it, and it would actually work as well. So yeah, I don't agree with it, but I don't disagree with it. I wish she would just go to sleep. It's not gonna happen. The next one is cloth or disposable nappies. I'm not against either. Like, disposable is better for the environment, but I don't have the time or the energy to wash nappies or cloth nappies. I would use disposable. I always have, and I probably always will. I would probably say in my head when I'm having one of those really motivated days, oh, I'm going to do cloth and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it really well. And then the next day I don't do it, and I probably will never do it. But yeah. Store or homemade baby food. I never made my own baby food. I probably made like a couple of things for Olivia. So I'm not against either. I'm not for either. They're both whatever. But like, Olivia was such a fussy eater. No matter what I gave her, she didn't eat. So I wasn't going to put so much time and energy into making my own baby food for her to not eat. So she still doesn't eat. She's 18 months now, and like dinner tonight was a nightmare. She doesn't eat. It's so frustrating. I wish my child would just eat, because then she'll probably sleep better at night. Like now. At the moment, she's literally, you probably can't even see it, but she's standing on her tall boy at the moment. Her little bedside cupboard. I'm gonna have to go in there in a minute. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not against either, I'm not for either, but I would so much prefer my store-bought. They're making my own, and plus I'm not a good cook anyway, so it probably won't taste very nice. The last one is a stay-at-home mum or a working mum. Oh no, this is the second to last one, sorry. Stay-at-home mum or working mum. I'm a stay-at-home mum. I would prefer not to work because I want to stay home and enjoy the time I have with my children, but for some mums that's not an option. I feel like staying home with your children is a luxury. It's actually a blessing, really. I'm quite fortunate enough that my husband has a good job. Not that anybody else's jobs aren't good jobs, but he has a well-paying job where it can support me not having an income. So I make the most of that, and I'm going to be a stay-at-home mum until my child goes to school, while both my children are in school. But then again, if I had to work, I'd work. Like, I'm not against it. There's nothing wrong with mums at work. You got to do what you got to do to support your family, and as long as you're doing the best that you can, it means you're a good mum anyway. So mums at work are doing the best they can, so they're a good mum just as much as the mums that stay at home. They're a good mum as well. So there's no difference between mums who stay at home or work. And I'm gonna have to go back in there. No, she's all right. She's back in bed now. The last one, circumcision or not circumcision. I 110% do not agree with circumcision. Obviously, this is my opinion, nobody else's opinion, so don't hate me for it. But I don't agree with it. I think it's cruel. I don't think it's necessary. Obviously, people have cultural beliefs as to why they want to do it, and that's fine. They do it for cultural reasons. I know parents do it for cleanliness reasons, or because the child's father is circumcised. Dylan's circumcised, but it still doesn't mean that I would choose to circumcise my son if I ever had a son, which hopefully the third baby's a boy. But I would choose not to circumcise because I don't really think it's necessary. But that's all of them. That's it for today. I had them all written down on paper towel because I couldn't find a piece of paper. But yeah, that's it. And just remember that these are my opinions, nobody else's opinions. Everyone's a good mum, everyone's a good dad. You're not doing it wrong just because you have different opinions to me, and I'm obviously not doing it wrong because I have different opinions to you. I just wanted to share you all my views. Obviously this is a tagged video, so Mia, you know who you are. I want you to do this video. I'm going to tag her channel or link it down below in the description. So when she does post this video, you can go and check it out. So you've got no choice now, you have to do it. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.